You could take this blue pill and you could stay asleep. You could carry on with your everyday life as if everything is normal. And you could believe whatever the hell you want to believe. Or you could take this red pill and you could see how deep the rabbit hole actually goes. The book of Matthew tells us that the love of many shall in fact wax cold. And I've noticed a lot of people that I typically get love from because I've spoken the truth. I've become their enemy. I hear the mutters, I hear the whispers, I hear the hate, I hear the talk. You know, it's fluctuating among the town. You know, this man must be a coon because he's not taking a left-wing liberal or pro-black perspective to life. He's not believing what the media is telling him in regards to how he should view his community. You've been lied to. Your culture has been disregarded. Your traditions, your original traditions have been disregarded. Having real civil laws and morals and having a moral compass, all of that has been disregarded because you've been asleep. And now I'm going to give you a bit of this red pill. Now, it's interesting that we use the terminology rabbit hole because we just passed Easter holiday. Totally pagan holiday. It's giving reverence to the goddess of fertility, which is Ishtar. They also call her the Queen Mother of Heaven, who came down on a cloud and laid eggs. And for those who don't know, rabbits don't lay eggs. It's a pagan satanic tradition. Abe, thank you for the $20 contribution. Highly appreciate you, family. It's a pagan custom and tradition. It's giving reverence to the goddess of fertility. It's a pagan holiday. It's not mentioned in the Bible whatsoever. When you go into the scriptures, the Bible actually commands us multiple times to remember the Passover and to keep it sacred. So, you know, I just thought I'd bring that up to start off with because all these holidays are contrary to what God's holy days are. All of these are the traditions of men. Christmas, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was a day of torture, mass genocide. The North American Indians were absolutely slaughtered, ladies and gentlemen. They were slaughtered. They were butchered. They were given smallpox blankets. They were wiped out. All right? And then they said, hey, thanks for giving us your land. And to commemorate this atrocity, every year that goes by, they stuffing a turkey and they bringing out the cranberry sauce, which represents the blood. The turkey represents the bodies that were slain. The cranberry sauce represents the blood that was shed. And they celebrate. Now, Christmas, you got Santa Claus, also known as Satan Claus or Satan's agreement, right? You take one letter over from Santa, it spells Satan. What's a clause? Clause is an agreement, right? So you have Satan's agreement. So when you sit your babies on the little kids, or when you sit your little babies on this man's lap with dressed in all red, the same man that you claim comes out of the fireplace, comes out of the fire and brings gifts, you are actually passing your kids through the flames of Moloch. John Smith, thank you for the $20 contribution. Christ and his birthday have nothing to do with Christmas. Matter of fact, you take the word mass, it actually means death, mass murder. When you are mourning, going into a funeral ceremony, You're celebrating what? You're doing what? You're having a mass. So what you're looking at with Christmas is Chris or Christ mass, Christ death. You have pagans who rebel in the death of Christ. So when you celebrate Christmas, you're celebrating the death of Christ. You're celebrating Satan. You're making an agreement with Satan. The rabbit hole goes deep. And I realize there's a lot of new subscribers who are watching this channel, and some of the things that I'm going to tell you is going to blow your mind with how deep the rabbit hole gets. See, everything you've been told is a lie. Everything. You go to college. You was taught that you go to college, you get an education, you make something of yourselves. You become successful. For those who have experienced college, which I have, I've been to college for a couple years. For those who've actually believed the lie at some point. For those who actually have believed the lie at some point, which I have. You know, I was bought and sold by the lie at one point. That you can go to college and be whatever you want. Comes to find out that was a lie. You go to these colleges and only thing they do is put you in debt. You quickly find out that college was not designed to create successful citizens. That's not what college was designed for. College was actually designed to indoctrinate people. Anissa Devon, thank you for the $20 contribution. Says, been deceived our whole lives. Speak it, brother. Peace and love. Absolutely. Thank you, sister. Highly appreciate your contribution. And it's absolutely true. It was a lie. It was designed to indoctrinate. And quickly I realized that if you didn't join a fraternal organization, you were not promised to be successful in life going to college. And I learned this quickly. I learned that if you don't join a brotherhood or a sisterhood, then quickly you will be ostracized and outcast. And the fact of the matter is that if you're not in those type of cliques, 9 times out of 10, you're going to graduate and success is going to come to no avail. You're going to get your degree and find out quickly that that paper that you work so diligently for is pretty much only good for wiping your ass. Because if you're not clicked up with certain individuals, you're not promised to make it. And then you start digging a little bit deeper and you're like, why is this so important that they want me to join this fraternity? Alpha, Beta, Sigma, Chi, all these Greek fraternities that have rituals and hazing processes. And then you looking at this and you like, what's the deal with this? And then you start doing your research and then you find out how deep the rabbit hole goes. The fact that they want you to denounce your actual nationality. They want you to denounce who you are as a person and say that I am now Greek. Well, if you state and claim to being Greek, then basically you're influenced by the sins of the Grecians, of the pagans, of the idolaters, of those who was running around with togas with their ass cheeks out, playing reindeer games with each other. And so now they want you to denounce who you are, which we are the children of Israel. If you are a person from the diaspora, I mean blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, so on and so forth, Haitians, Jamaicans, all my brethren, people of ethnicity, you're actually the children of Israel, written of in the Bible, but they want you to denounce who you are Although a lot of us, we believe that we were African Americans, right? How can you be two continents? That's how deep the rabbit hole goes. How can you be two continents, African and American? That's not a nationality. And we don't have dual citizenship in Africa. So it makes no sense. As the Bible tells us, we will become an astonishment, a proverb, a byword. So by process of elimination, us not understanding or recollecting our true history, coming into remembrance of who we really are, you got a lot of brothers stating claim to being Greek, Alpha, Sigma, Beta. Some of these traditions, they're hazing each other. Molestation is taking place. Man on man, woman on woman. You got people getting spanked with wooden pallets. You got people doing unspeakable, ungodly acts to animals. Yeah. And some of these fraternities, they actually got to have sex with goats. They got all kind of mock rituals where they go into graveyards in the middle of the damn night. Some of these people bury themselves alive and then have their fraternity brothers dig them up and then, you know, claim that they're reborn now. Now they're part of the brotherhood. And there's all kind of hazing rituals where some of them are so extreme that some of these people actually die, but you don't hear that side of it. People become connected worldwide. And then you come to find out that the gods that they're actually worshiping in these fraternities are Greek gods. Zeus. Yeah, they begin really giving reverence to Moloch, all kind of deities, Semiramis, Isis, Ishtar. Yeah, Ishtar is a big one. The queen mother goddess of heaven. This is what these people worship and they reverence in these fraternities. And then you find out that this is not about education. It's about you being indoctrinated into the ways of the Romans and the pagans and the idolaters. So they can open certain doors for you to make it. And when you refrain from joining any of these cliques and fraternities, you find out that your college was, your schooling was really a waste of time. It was really a waste of time. Yeah, those people give reverence to all kinds of Egyptian gods as well. Osiris. Yeah. The Amun-Ra, the pyramid. Why y'all think they throw the pyramid up? Why y'all think they throwing the pyramid up? They're giving reverence to their Egyptian gods in these fraternities. All while behind closed doors, they operating what is unseemly. There's a lot of homosexuality going on in colleges. People getting turned out left and right in these fraternities. There's all kind of things happening. All kind of bullying taking place. And then you find out that college was not what you thought it was. True Love, thank you for the $5 contribution. Highly appreciate you, sis. Thank you for your continual support. And then you find out that the rabbit hole just continues to get deeper and deeper. Then it gets to the point where you wake up. All of a sudden, the Most High God lifts up a veil, and all of a sudden, there's an awakening that takes place, right? The awakening is majestic, it's beautiful, it's amazing. The fact that you got various people all over the world who were lost and forgotten and disenfranchised. You got these people waking up in vast numbers, finding out their true identity, that no, we're not African American, we're not Greek, we're not none of these things. We're actually the children of Israel. And then guess what? After that happens, the rabbit hole goes even deeper. Because then you get all these camps and congregations. Not speaking of all camps and congregations, but you have a lot of them. Or you have a select few mainstream ones who have high influence. I should say that.